Well, go on then, Marvin. Tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody came out on X the other day and was like, "Hey, I'm hearing that these reshoots they were just doing this like last week for Fantastic Four were because audiences didn't vibe with the ending." And normally we see something like that, and we're just kind of like, "Okay, well, we don't really have confirmation." One of our sources reached out, who is close to the situation over at Marvel, a source that is very credible for us, and has been right a lot, and was like, "Hey, no, like this is real. This is what happened." The test screenings apparently went horrendous. The ending was reviled, and they had to completely rework it, and that's why they are panicking right now in frantic reshoots. Just 2 months before this movie comes out, everything that comes out about this movie is negative. It's PP Pascal over here is coming in. I legitimately think that he only gets the roles that he gets because he is one of the only leading men in Hollywood at this point that is willing to be like, yeah, I'll let a woman just completely steamroll my entire character. I'd be honored to like this absolute train wreck of a man. But yeah, this is a disaster in the making. Like you said earlier, Nate, Fantastic Four has never performed well at the box office. The idea that it is a marquee comic book name, yes, but you're not trying to just get comic book fans to come out to this. If the Fantastic Four name meant anything, Fan Four Stick would have done amazingly as a reboot of it. People don't care. And it's and they are far beyond the days where it was like, well, I'll see anything Marvel puts out. That is far and away gone. Marvel used to be able to be like, hey, we've got a movie in space with characters you've never heard of, and one of them's a talking raccoon, and the other one's a tree that can just say his name. And everybody was like, yeah, I'll give that a shot. And now they're like, we have the Fantastic Four, and everyone's like, we don't care. What they're saying, Sue Storm is the most emotionally intelligent person on the planet. Nobody cares. Nobody wants Pedro Pascal anymore. Everyone is sick to death of him. Even people that don't care about his absolute lunacy and his soy boy mentality and his 1 ounce of testosterone that is constantly trying to unearth itself, but drowning in a sea of estrogen that floods his body at all times. They are even tired of him because he's just everywhere and he's in everything because he is exactly what Hollywood wants you to perceive masculinity as, with his stupid boots and cuddling with Oscar Isaac. Like, stop it, you absolute train wreck of a human being. I can't stand it. I can't stand him. I can't stand this movie. I can't stand Marvel. Yeah, you have the guy playing Johnny Storm, the dude that played Eddie in Stranger Things, and he's all like, oh, well, I don't think people find arrogant ladies man kind of characters sexy anymore in today's day and age. And I'm just like, stop it. Like, Johnny Storm is Johnny Storm. You have to give him his flaws because that gives him a place to grow. This movie is going to do terrible. I was in the movie theater when Thunderbolts came out. Yes, it was far from packed, but it was opening night. And the Fantastic Four spoilers, the Fantastic Four ship shows up in the post-credit scene, and literally not one person reacted to it. Nobody cares.
Yeah, that was the same in my theater, to be honest.
But reshooting the entire ending this close to release, especially with Marvel where there's VFX in just about every shot, I mean, that's not good.
No, well, especially with their track record for garbage VFX as well.
This just happened with Brave New World, and we saw what that was like.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, one of the reasons that this was done is because the end credit scenes basically gave away the ending of the film that we are about to go see. And it was so poorly received that they had to switch some stuff around. I don't know that we're going to get the arrival of the interdimensional ship that is carrying the Fantastic Boars. I guess we'll see. I'm looking forward to the girl-on-girl action of shalla-bal versus Mary Sue Storm in what is the fantastic flailing about. This is going to be a big problem, and I could not have less interest for this film now than maybe even Superman. So it's probably right in there. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean the thing is as well, like just this constant Marvel constantly correcting stuff as well. Just
Which means they suck at doing it right the first time, right, Nate? I mean, where's the upswing? Where I'm sorry, ask yourself this and all the friends that you know and social media, Facebook, Graham thing, whatever, and ask them, when is Marvel going to go back on the upswing again? When is that going to happen?
You know what? I just keep thinking about like why Pedro was cast in this role, and I keep thinking to myself, like Mahershala Ali was cast as Blade, right? And then reportedly they came to him and they were like, "Yeah, but this movie's really more about Blade's daughter, and
Yes.
and she's gonna be." And he was like hell, it is. That's not happening. You're not doing this, and that's why that movie didn't happen, because he kept rejecting the script over and over again. From what I've heard, that's the rumor.
No, it's
this
true.
This guy right here, he is like, "Oh, you want me to bow before Bo-Katan and present her the Darksaber? Fine. Oh, you want a 90-pound girl to club my character to death with a golf club? Oh, I'm honored to do that. Oh, you want me to take a back seat to my wife as the most emotionally intelligent human being on the planet? It would be my privilege."
Well, the thing is with this one,
him.
okay, yeah, we know that's probably the case because remember we heard so much that they wanted Adam Driver as Mr. Fantastic, and he was like, no, just kept rejecting the script. Yeah. He rejected 2 scripts, and so they were probably just like, Pedro, like on the set of like Mandalorian, he's like, Pedro, you game?
I'll do anything
for the next 12 weeks. He's like, yeah, I'll do it.
I'll do anything as long as you don't make me shave my stupid mustache.
We grew that one for it, didn't he?
Ugh. He always has that stupid facial hair in everything.
Hey, I just want to take you back in a little point in time in history when this guy named Pinochet was doing crazy stuff in South America because he was getting rid of communists. And before maybe even the little mustache had been born yet, the parentage of those 2 people had the opportunity to visit said helicopter pad and go for a ride. So they just got out. So there's that. That's how you got Pedro.
They're incapable now of making a movie the right way the first time, because we hear in everything now they're doing massive reshoots, massive rewrites. This movie was delayed a whole bunch of times because of rewrites, and right up to the wire they were changing it up with Captain America, and we saw how that worked out. That is an atrocious bomb with a name character. Well, yeah, the character's name, not the character himself, but a big name that could have tricked a lot of normies into the theater, and they didn't go. So what does that tell you?
Yeah. I think a lot of people are just sick of these. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we will see what happens. I'm moving this so you guys can see my dog that's curled up on me. Although you still can't see it because the microphone's in the way. But yes, I have a little dog just here. I coughed, and she was like, "Right, I need to see if you're okay. I'm gonna jump on your lap and cuddle up," because she apparently doesn't like coughing. So, hello, girl. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Come here. We'll see what happens with Fantastic Four. But yeah, apparently reshoots are never good. Not the last hour like this. Nah, this is exactly what happened with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania as well. They did reshoots like 2 weeks before it was going to be released. They reshot some ending parts. Just mental, like absolutely mental. So yeah, let's move on from this now though.